A domestic violence injunction is a special category of a court action in Florida. It's very specifically tailored to achieve a certain purpose, and basically the general population calls it a restraining order.
A common tactic used among couples who are getting a divorce.
There's no evidence at all. No police reports, no photographs, no witnesses, nothing. Almost 99% of the time they're issuing an ex parte order of protection.
After I returned from Afghanistan and Iraq, I was going through a lot. It was a tough time over there, but after going through the family court system and dealing with the various judges and listening to their comments and just the crooked games the attorneys play and how you can be just ousted as a criminal just overnight for nothing and not knowing what to do, I seriously would rather be fighting in a war in Iraq or Afghanistan. I'd rather be back in combat than go through family court again. It's devastating.
And he met her at the bar, and they ended up having a child together. And she would try and manipulate him into giving her money for drugs. And so at one point she said, "You need to give me some money to go get some crack." And he said, "I'm not going to do that." She said, "If you don't, I'm going to beat the heck out of myself or beat the crap out of myself and call the police."
And he said, "Well, she's claiming that you thumped her in the ear." And I said, "I've never thumped a woman in my life." And basically, that's when I thought, oh, I remember the rubbing of the ear outside when she was waiting for the police. So it was a lie.
45-minute communication or conversation with the officer. Then the call comes in from his girlfriend saying that he just beat her up.
People that do that kind of activity, calling a false reports hotline, need to be aggressively prosecuted.
I've talked to people who've been abused, and I've talked to people who've been falsely accused, and then I've compared that to the BIP director. Men represented 39% of domestic violence victims, and they also stated in the report that it's probably higher since men are 9% less likely to report the crime. Do you find that to be true?
Yeah.
I mean, if you take statistically the amount of domestic violence injunctions that are filed, a certain amount of those are going to be false. And there are people that play the system.
The number of women that commit domestic violence is a much smaller percentage compared to the men.
I've interviewed throughout the summer. I try every day, and I have to explain it to I go into the second interview every time and have to explain these things to the next employer.
It does affect employers, and the reality is, in today's internet age, there is no way to erase something like that.
I think that really they believe it's whoever gets to call in first is the winner. Whoever makes the first complaint to the hotline or goes to domestic violence injunction, I'm the winner, and that's really how they play it. I think the system is certainly being abused.
So I think people learn how to use the system, and they keep using the system because the system works for them.
One short statement to your daughter right now, if she could hear you, what would you say?
I love you so much. And I really wish you could know the truth of how much your father really loves you.